Travis, there are few places tougher on a visiting team than this one. Sold out Empower Field at Mile High in Denver. The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start the drive with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They go play action. Here's Levis. Rolling to his right. Open man downfield is Ridley. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a 1st?
And this offense has come out swinging here in the early going. They pick up a nice chunk on that pitch and catch. And the two of them have this offense moving in the right direction to start this game.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 36. Left side, Cook. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The first carry now for Tony Pollard. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
It's been a long season, but he still looks fresh running the football. He knows his guys are one game away from a Super Bowl, so he's going to give it all he's got. And that's a heck of a run right there.
Levis back to throw. Going to the right here and finding Burks. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical. They've been crisp. And as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
It's 1st and goal. A chance for the first points of this AFC title bout. Now they send a man in motion right. He'll get it here on the jet sweep. And that one never got off the ground. He's going to be stopped up well behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds.
Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. A give to Cook out of the gun. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. James Cook taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and it's now a 7-0 game. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. In motion, the tight end. Off the play fake. Here's Nix. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Second and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Call it no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got them the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
Good work after the catch. Gets them 15 and a 1st down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
It may be only a gain of 3 yards, but that back, he deserves a lot more credit on the play. That could have easily been stopped at the line, but his vision and his determination found some space to turn it into that modest gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. Swinging this out for Pollard. Short completion, just 4 yards. And now it's 3rd and 3.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They'll come up now 3rd and 3. Here's Levis. That is caught. And he's going to be taken down. Plus, there's a penalty flag in the backfield. They may get 15 more on top of this. So, Charles, this a defense that hasn't made a lot of mistakes like this on the road to this playoff matchup, but that a bad one there.
Yeah, you definitely want to rattle and shake up the other quarterback. but you know you've got to do it the right way. Otherwise, that cloth's going to be on the ground.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10.
49, Mike 49.
A give to Pollard running left. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. Back to the ground. This time Cook. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
And that run wasn't just for a 1st down. That was for some confidence. They've had a tough day moving the ball on the ground this entire game. I think after that one, they'll feel a little bit better about themselves, and now they got more downs to try and get it done.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. Levis looking to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Kind of a fine line when you're setting up a screen. You don't want to throw it too early and have the defense react too quickly. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late. And that way it's not formed perfectly. Got to make sure you hit it just right.
Now a 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. And his throw is going to be incomplete. I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but maybe circle this play, because if they get the stop and hold them to a field goal here, that's a pretty good job. They're already down on the scoreboard.
A stop now would be vital for them, because it could save them from having to do it multiple times later in the game in order to either get back into it or maybe have a chance to win.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Levis. He'll be hit and taken down at the 20 line. Arnold Ebiketie in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. Sly able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So a touchdown on their opening drive and 3 more here, and it adds to their 1st quarter lead.
Yeah, everything's going according to plan so far, because the offense has moved the ball, defense able to do their job, and here the special teams unit comes through with their contribution. A field goal to make it 10-zip.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early, as they've got it 1st and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A quick 1st down pickup. Good start after going 3 and out on their opening drive.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Now a 2nd and 6. They run it again with Williams. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for the Broncos score. Javonte Williams, 53 yards. And the Broncos are back within a score. Will Lutz on for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now. The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Second and 12. Levis. And that is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Levis sets up the throw here. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
I feel like my man, Old Mo, momentum might be changing jerseys right now. How about what they just got done? They scored a touchdown their last drive. Now here's a 3 and out. Maybe momentum's getting ready to creep to the other sideline.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll go play action with Nix. Sliding out of the pocket. He finds his man. Complete. It's Waters. And even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And 3rd and 8 now. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. To throw, here's Nix. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A gain of 22.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy, because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2nd and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on 3rd down and pick up the 1st down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the 1st down. That's exactly what they did.
Off the play fake, Nix. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Ready up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go, set. Cowboy 80.
Here's Nix. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Ready. Set, go.
To throw is Nix. This one incomplete. Almost picked off by the rookie, but he couldn't quite look it in. And now it's 4th down.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that will knot us up at 10. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
He did have the touchdown run earlier, but not a heck of a lot more than that throughout this game.
No, not at all. In fact, I would say that his defense has done as good of a job on him as they have on any runner in recent memory. Second and 7. Now Levis. A shot downfield for Burks. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. And with a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This offense on third down today, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Levis out of the shotgun now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22.
That's really good play design right there, and it's one that comes down to the offensive line. It's a deep in route, but it's only going to work if that line gives you time in the pocket to wait for the route to develop. Mission accomplished there as they pick up the first down.
23 window.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
From the 42-yard line, here's the 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. His throw incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And they will take over 1st and 10. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. They'll stay on the ground with Williams. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 85 yards on the ground in this first half with a Super Bowl berth on the line. AFC title game, 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to play. A reminder, as we did all through the regular season, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman at halftime. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now it's Nix. This one swung out to Williams. Down the sideline he goes. Javonte Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Javonte Williams. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Broncos have taken the lead. On this this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot in the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
The Broncos kickoff unit out there to kick this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. So the drive's going to start with Pollard. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Levis. That's dumped off to Pollard. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And this will wind up being a 3rd and 3. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Trying to run for it with Pollard. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. Back to throw. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Titans going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this 1st half. They'll look to throw here on 1st down. Locates Hardman for another catch. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play. Second down and a little more than a yard here. Levis from the gun. And brought in downfield by Burks. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 14. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. Second and 10. Levis back to throw. That's complete right around the 8. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the 1st half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
So still time for the kickoff here. 1 second to go in the half as this one is away. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And I think here with the lead, CD, they have to resist that temptation of kind of looking ahead. Would you agree?
Absolutely, I would agree, because they know the stakes. They know the winner of this game goes to the Super Bowl. And this one, it's far from over. They were the better team in the first half, but they do know that they're facing their toughest opponent of the year. And they've got to be prepared for them to fight it out all the way and add a few extra wrinkles in the second half as well. They need to stay on guard.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. On play action, here's Nix. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Let's go now.
Nix from the shotgun. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Two things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the first down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Fielded just inside the 30. Call it a 48-yard punt. Give them 9, though, on the return. And it'll be Titan football. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going. So what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. To at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. He'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So we race the flag. They decline it.
And did they use the big eraser, or was that the one at the end of the number 2 pencil?
Well, I was thinking the 2x2-inch ones that you can buy and use in addition to the pencil.
And those last forever.
A long time.
No doubt.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Levis. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. They run the counter with Cook. Down at the 35, it'll be 2nd down.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the 1st level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the 2nd level.
Again, it's Cook. Even with him busting through the contact, he'll still be stopped just inside the 35. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Levis out of the gun on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 23. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. Levis looking to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Levis to throw it. That's to Burks, and he's got it. Touchdown, Tennessee. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Titans have taken the lead here in this AFC title game. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that gives them a 3-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, The goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
They give it to Williams, running right. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 97 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Nix to the air. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Marvin Mims, 37 yards. And the Broncos have retaken a third-quarter lead. Lots of look to add the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Levis. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down, because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Back to throw, it's Levis. Here's a screen now for Pollard. They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Levis sets up to throw here. Eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. It's Ridley. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. The time is called. Looks like a member of the Titans in some discomfort out there. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
Working from the gun, here's Levis. Incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Levis. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to 4th down.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be from 56 yards out. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 4-point game.
And anytime you see a kicker trot out to try one for 56 yards, you know everything's got to come off perfectly for it to have a chance. If the laces aren't quite right, if he doesn't hit the fat part of the ball just right, it's unlikely to go through, and that one winds up no good.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle him.
And all the way home for a Broncos score. Javonte Williams saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. What's good on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
AFC Championship tilt, 3rd quarter of play. This is 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. This one caught by Ridley.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll throw it again with Levis. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
On now is the Titans punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement. And off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line.
Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy.
Oh, that's you, partner. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
At the 1-yard line.
1 quarter remains for the right to go on to the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. To throw from his end zone. Nix. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've only converted once in 4 tries. Here it's 3rd and 2. Here's Nix. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. And he'll take it just outside the 40. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about his desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, he has Okonkwo. Well, certainly those are the types of mistakes they're trying to avoid as they attempt to protect this lead late in the game.
And let's face it, they're hoping that this one doesn't cost them in a significant way. Yeah, one guy committed a penalty, but now the entire defense has to pay the price and try and rise up and overcome it.
The penalty moves them into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
Like 46, like 46.
Levis to throw off play action. Wide open receiver complete. And the Titans are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a 1-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Cook. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Hey, come on, come on.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right. A fake on the jet sweep as they run with Cook up the middle. And this time he is in.
Yes.
James Cook with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Titans have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. All right, now a big 2-point conversion attempt still to come. Levis will try to throw for the 2. And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And not willing to risk a return. This ball is going to come out to the 30-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential Super Bowl berth resting on their ability to manage the clock and manage that small lead. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Good push from the offensive line, and they've done well so far to build this lead. Now they've got to get things to the finish line, and that's a solid pickup there to begin the drive.
To throw is Nix. Quick hitter here. It's complete. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Oh, what a move. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. 164 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Again, it's Williams. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
2nd down and 8. Throwing Nix. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Well, those two have hooked up for a touchdown once already in this game, that time unable to find the completion.
Yeah, it just appeared they wanted to get him out into open space and try and get him the football. As you mentioned, unable to connect.
The first down line at the 34 here on third down.
Go!
To throw, here's Nix. And now another one thrown incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
The Broncos send out their punter now. He's been terrific so far. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they are in need of points here, no doubt about that. With a Super Bowl berth on the line and trailing here in the fourth quarter, this possession gigantic. Across the formation, Burks has it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll try the wide side with Cook. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Unfortunately for you, you've been around me for a little while now, so you know me as well as anyone and how I look at a game. I don't ever advocate abandoning anything, but in this case, I'm going against my own thought process. You got to change it up. You got to start throwing it around a little bit, finding ways to try and move the ball, because keeping on the ground just isn't working for them.
Yeah, maybe get him the ball out of the passing game, a swing pass outside or something, just something to vary it up. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance too.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is third and long. Levis back to throw. And that almost intercepted. Oh, they would have loved to have their first pick of the game right there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
Oh, this defense knows. Fourth quarter, they need to make a play. That one was right for the taking. Could have changed the complexion of the ball game, but it winds up incomplete.
That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember the 4-minute.
Shedding the tackle that gives him some room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 180 yards rushing for him now in the afternoon as he continues to put a hurt on this defense. They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
At the 49-yard line.
Let's go now. Warrior 70.
Now we give up the middle to Williams. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. Now another timeout here called by the Titans. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Here we go. Here we go. Set go.
Now it's Nix. And that is incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on for the 5th time here today. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Right zero.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hole.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
So the road a little tougher here. Now 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Here's Levis. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Levis. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
This crowd turning up the decibel level. It's 3rd and long. Levis from the gun. And brought in downfield by Burks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10. Levis to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
Like 24.
Levis. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely 4-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Like 13. Like 13.
Levis, he'll look to throw it. Fighting Hardman. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
Too far for a field goal. They've got to go. It's 4th down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Boy, hard to catch your breath. Another big play looming. 4th and 3.
49. Like 49.
Desperation time now. Here's Levis. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. And they will take a knee here. Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. The win for the Broncos, seemingly assured. They go down to a knee. The Broncos are Super Bowl bound as we say goodnight, everybody. And that'll close the books on the conference championship. For Charles Davis, myself, Brandon Gaudin, and our entire crew, we'll talk to you in 2 weeks from the Super Bowl.